What's up, everybody? Nola Deach here, and I'm coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana, actually more specifically Kenner, Louisiana, and I'm out here at the new New Orleans Airport, Armstrong International, MSY, the new MSY. And I've come out here to tour the inside of the place before it opens. So let's go inside, let's go check it out. Here is what I guess would be the back side of the airport. The bottom level is where the baggage claim is. So I believe this is the area that you would come to pick up your friends and family who are flying in, the arrivals. I believe this is the long-term parking garage, and this is the short-term parking garage that I've parked in. And the entryway here, you see the car coming up that would come here, pull in front to pick up passengers who have just arrived. So I've now gone back up to what is the third level, basically, of the airport, walking in from the short-term parking garage and entering the ticketing area, the check-in and ticketing area. This is massive. This is way, way more open than the old airport, the old MSY airport. There's a lot more room in here. And I've been told that all throughout the airport are these signs marking what the airport used to look like versus what it looks like now, to give you a comparison of the changes that were made and the improvements. And so far I like it. I am super impressed with how open everything is. It is much more open than the old airport. It seems like people will be able to move around in here a lot easier, a lot more efficiently. It is just absolutely gorgeous inside this new terminal. And scattered throughout the airport are these new digital departures and arrivals signs. Very nice. And tucked off over here is this coffee shop. Not open yet. Most of the places that serve any food or any vendors aren't open yet as of the day that I'm filming this. But it should all be open on November 6th when the airport actually opens to the public. And once again, I am still on the third level, and you can just see how wide open everything is. It's very spacious in here. I'm gonna walk up here to the railing and take a peek over the edge here and look down at the second level. This is the TSA area, the security checkpoint. That's where the line of people would be. Of course, there is no line currently as the airport is not open at the time of me filming this, but you can see there is the security checkpoint, the TSA area of the airport. And it is a lot bigger than the old one. One thing I have noticed is the very large floor-to-ceiling windows that they have in here. And out the window here, you can actually see the old airport. There it is, the old MSY airport that is, at the time of filming, still currently being used. But it's nice to be able to see the old while you're in the new. Still up here on the third level, you can peek over the edge here. You see the second floor where the TSA area is. But on the bottom level down there, the first floor, is this gigantic mural of a tree in the swamp. Very pretty. Very big. I love it. It's very New Orleans. It's very Louisiana. And when travelers come here, this is what they will see. Beautiful. I am now on the second level, and here's another one of these then and now signs showing the old MSY TSA security checkpoint versus the new TSA security checkpoint. And the differences between the two are night and day. I'm going to make my way through this security checkpoint that has no security at the moment because the airport is not technically open yet as of me filming this. But I just wanted to see how big this area is, and you can tell, I don't know how well it comes across on video, but my goodness, it is huge, huge area here. And it's not finished as of right now. It is not finished. It should be finished by the time this opens on November 6th. But wow, I mean, there is a lot of room here. So hopefully the lines of people coming through a security checkpoint here should be pretty speedy, considering how much room they have for this stuff. This is impressive. And once again, you can see how wide open everything is. It's gorgeous in here. And at the time of filming, there's still stuff boxed up and not put together yet. They are working very hard every day to get this finished in time for the opening date of November 6th. Okay, so let's say you have checked in, you come through security here, and you go left. Down this corridor is Concourse C. So as you walk down, you walk past the digital display of the departures and arrivals. But you're first greeted with several places to eat. Most notably, right up here on the left is a Leah Chase restaurant. Leah Chase, very, very famous here in New Orleans for her restaurant Dookie Chase. They have opened a restaurant in her honor. She passed away recently. But here she is, Leah Chase, and her restaurant forever honored in the new MSY airport in New Orleans. That's pretty cool. And you can see how beautiful their actual restaurant is. Pots hanging from the ceiling. It's very big, very open in here as well. A lot of places to sit, including some charging stations at this little bar here. But most notably is this giant mural of Leah Chase on the back wall here in her honor. Really, really cool. Just past her restaurant is this Midway Pizza. I've actually never eaten at a Midway Pizza, but I hear it is fantastic, and they have put one here inside the airport. That's awesome. Just around the corner of Midway Pizza, you've got a newsstand here that'll sell magazines and newspapers and, you know, water and candy and stuff. But there's a Chick-fil-A tucked back here as well, and another little corridor of other places to eat and drink, such as PJ's Coffee, which is a New Orleans locally owned company. I love me some PJ's. See, now we're talking. PJ's Coffee, that's my place. As long as they have one here, I'm happy. Another very famous local restaurant is the Ye Old College Inn, and they've opened one of these inside the airport as well. I love how a lot of the places they are opening in here are true to New Orleans. They honor New Orleans. Alright, so let's go check out Concourse C and see what's down here. And here's another one of these signs that show the different things that are down here, the different concession stands they have, and what this particular concourse has to offer you. And as you can see, it is not entirely complete yet, but hopefully by the time it opens on November 6th, everything inside the airport will be finished and completed. But just look at the floor-to-ceiling windows they have in here and see how open it makes everything feel. It's just, it feels so nice and big inside. Right here you have an Auntie Annie's pretzel place. Gotta love those pretzels. But as you're waiting for your plane to arrive to pick you up, you can look out these beautiful windows, enjoy a pretzel or whatever. It's very impressive here. They have really, really outdone themselves with this airport. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't stop looking out these windows. Look at that. Another New Orleans staple, the Lucky Dog stand. Except it's not a cart, it's an actual stand inside the airport. That's amazing. The seats are actually pretty nice too. Got these drink holders here. They look very comfortable. And they're spacious, so you're not going to be too crowded up against people's legs. And if you look underneath some of these, they have little charging stations here with plugs and USB ports, so you can charge your laptop or your phone or whatever. That's awesome. Of course, an airport would not be complete without a Starbucks. You gotta have a Starbucks. At least one, and I know this airport has more than one. Now this is really cool. This is a Flirty girl shop that is very famous here in New Orleans. She has several around the city, but I think to have one in the airport is pretty special. They sell t-shirts and gifts and all kinds of things that are very unique and New Orleans related. It's very cool. I'm glad she has a shop in here, because as travelers come in that have never been to New Orleans, what better gift shop than a locally owned, locally branded gift shop like Flirty Girl? And for all you TripAdvisor fans, they have a TripAdvisor shop in here as well. I've never seen one of these. Of course, I don't really travel a lot in airports, so maybe this is something that is common in other airports, but I've never seen a TripAdvisor shop. This is cool. It's just basically a convenience store / newsstand. They've got their own merchandise. Amazing. So we have gotten to the end of this particular corridor, and at the end here is this false market, which looks to be like a variety of things. A coffee shop, a sandwich shop, a place to buy candy and snacks, seafood, whatever. It's a variety. It's like a market, like a supermarket kind of thing. You can get coffee here. A lot of places to sit down and eat. Here's another charging station, so you can charge your phone and laptops or whatever. Let's go take a look out of these windows and see what we see. What's our view from the end of this corridor? And there's the old airport. Right there, you can see the old tower in the background and the planes that are still currently running. It's a beautiful view. I don't particularly know what they're going to do with the old airport. I believe they're tearing part of it down and are still going to use part of it for something else. I'm not sure. And walking back, I've noticed there's these large projection screens hanging from the ceiling all throughout the corridor. I'm not sure what they'll be used for. I guess maybe advertisements or something. I don't know. You can see out this window here, those windows that we're looking at, that is the TSA area, and straight ahead is the other corridor that we're getting ready to go check out. And so now we're back at the TSA area. We're going to take a right. We're going to go this way now. So behind me is the Concourse C, and ahead of me is Concourse B and A. So we're going to go check out B first and see what sort of things they have to offer. But on the way, once again, there are more places to eat. There's this place here called Mondo, which is a Susan Spicer restaurant. I believe she just closed her main Mondo restaurant. Just past Mondo is this candy store here, Dylan's Candy Bar. And I'm all about candy. I have a super sweet tooth, so this would be a place that I would visit regularly. As we look in here, there's candy, but there's also these stuffed donut pillows or something, all wrapped up. Everything is still being unboxed and unwrapped for opening day, November 6th. You can see on this side a little bit better, more candy. Lots and lots of candy. This is my kind of store. Right across from the candy store is a Shake Shack burger joint. They've opened up a Shake Shack in here. There's also a Panda Express, so if you want some Chinese food, you can come here for that. This is still being put together, but look, another Lucky Dog stand. That's amazing. I love Lucky Dog hot dogs, and I'm glad that they are prominent here in the airport. Now, like this newsstand is named after our local newspaper, The Advocate, and it's just a place you can come and buy magazines and newspapers and candy and drinks and whatnot. Very, very cool. Once again, another Starbucks, because people need their coffee. Coffee is very, very important. It's important to me. I gotta have my coffee every day. Of course, there is a Smoothie King, but more importantly, to the left of Smoothie King is a Cafe du Monde. So I would recommend, if you need some coffee, get your coffee here at Cafe du Monde and pick up a beignet or two. So we are now going down Concourse B, and there's yet another sign explaining what you will find down here. There's this place called the Scoreboard, which has sports-related items such as shirts and hats and so forth, but local to New Orleans. Now this is a nice touch. They've opened up an Angelo Brocato's. This is an Italian ice cream place that is local to New Orleans since 1905. That is accurate. But it's really cool to see that they've opened this up in here. And if you come to New Orleans, you must go to Brocato's. That's the beauty of having places like this in here, these local food places like this, because travelers that might have never been to New Orleans will be hit already with some good local food right here in the airport before they even leave and go visit the city. That's awesome. One of the many bars that they've got inside the airport is the Sazerac Bar. Sazerac is a very famous New Orleans drink. So you can come here and you can get that as well. I'm sure they have other drinks here, but hey, if you're in New Orleans, get a Sazerac. And here they have opened up a Duke's Place. This is the grandson of Leah Chase. And he's got a burger joint in the airport. If you need your pho fix, you go to Mofo. Or is it Muffa? There's also a City Greens in here. This is a good, healthy alternative for food and drinks. And at the end of Concourse B, you've got Emerald's Table, which is an Emerald Lagasse restaurant. Emerald has several restaurants in New Orleans to eat at, but now he's got one in the airport. So when you arrive, you can already enjoy the taste of New Orleans before you leave the airport. And look what I found hidden at the end of the corridor. Yet another Starbucks. Alright, so let's go check out the A concourse. So when you leave the security checkpoint, you take the right as you pass the B gates. You go down this corridor here, and this will bring you to the Concourse A, which I believe only has 6 gates. However, this concourse does not have any places to eat or to get snacks from or drinks or anything. You have to get it before you come down here. As you can see, there is not a lot to offer in the A concourse. It is very bare bones. You'll have to walk all the way to the end and down into the B area or the C area to get some coffee, some food. They've got water fountains down here, but that's about it. And it looks like it is still not completely finished in here. They are still laying down the floor in here. But supposedly this will all be finished on November 6th when they open to the public. Looks like this is a big LED sign that is not completed as well, and they're still painting the walls, putting the finishing touches on things. There's another LED sign there that is not finished. But surely and hopefully this will all be complete come November 6th when they open. Now that we've checked all that out, let's go down to the first floor and see what the baggage claim area looks like. And there is some music being played down here as well. They've got a band set up on a stage for everybody to enjoy some local Louisiana music. Here's the baggage claim area. Once again, it is pretty open, so there's a lot of space to move around and wait for your baggage. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here's a better shot of that mural that we saw earlier of the tree in the swamp. You can see how big it is. Alright, well there you have it. That was the New Orleans Airport, Armstrong International, MSY, whatever you'd like to call it. It was awesome. Huge on the inside. From the outside it doesn't look as big as it is, but man, I was impressed. A lot of good stuff in there. I think travelers coming here are really going to enjoy this airport and be very happy with the improvements and all the things that they've put in here. It's going to be good. You'll have a good time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little lanyap from this Whodad. Go pass a good time.